talk about that because I really like the way you broke down how much money is earned on 1 million streams,
Yeah.
and just walk us through that. And one of the main things I want you to talk about is the publishing side of the streams.
Yeah, well, we could start on how much money is getting generated with the streams, which I think people need to do their research. But I guess like the numbers get so sketchy. But there's always usually like round figures per million streams. You know what I mean? In the UK, we're talking 4.5K. From Spotify, around about 10 at Apple Music.
Almost double.
Yeah, it's double, but Apple Music significantly got significantly lower subscribers.
Yeah, they got like 1/4 subscribers as Spotify.
Yeah. But it just adds up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just understanding that and understanding how mechanical rights work within the streaming game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mechanical rights. Basically what the streaming has become two things, which is it's a weird thing, but it makes sense. It's seen as, might as well say it's seen as technically airplay and sales at the same time.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is a new concept.
It's seen as, what we're saying, it's seen as performance and actually sales too.
Yeah.
So they get mechanicals off the actual streams, which is a form of publishing. Mechanicals, they get mechanicals off the streams. And I think for the 100% publishing, it's around about 1,500 per million in the UK. I don't know how it works over here.
Are we talking Spotify?
I think that's Spotify. Don't quote me on it. I know someone's going to be in the comments saying, nah, it might be something else, but it's roundabouts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what goes to the writer and the producer. And
1,500 split. 1,500 each.
Nah, 1,500 split. That's the pot.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have 10 people that's worked on the track. That has to get divided up between them.
For
but you also got the
1,000,000
performance
streams.
side of it as well. That's performance and mechanicals. You know what I'm saying? That's the pot. So, but it adds up. You got people doing 1 billion streams, so you do the math. You know what I'm saying? Then obviously you got the record side, like I was saying, which is 4.5K roundabouts. Spotify about 10 at Apple Music.
So yeah, so off 100 million streams, that's about $150,000, right? Or no?
It will be 200,
No.
I think, because that's UK pounds we're talking about.
So $200,000 US
Yeah.
is taken off the top, goes to the publishing pot off of 100 million streams.
Yeah.
And then if there's one producer, he's getting 100,000 of that.
I guess so.
If he
yeah.
owns all the production.
He owns half the publishing, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then even if there's 10 songwriters and one producer, those 10 songwriters, they split one of the $100
Yeah.
pots, and then the producer, or if it's two producers, they're splitting that other 100.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the time when you get something that streams as much, a publisher got their hands in it because they'll get to the producer. They'll try give him some money that will get him out of his mother's house, get him some new equipment. They're in on it. Before, one thing about publishers, they don't play. Anything catches a bit of heat, they're signing it. Because the earlier they can get there, the cheaper it is for them to sign. So they're getting there quick.
So from a publisher standpoint, right? Basically, all they're trying to do is buy the cash flow of a record. So if this song is generating $100,000 a year off of 100 million, then I'm just gonna say, from a publisher standpoint, all right, well, we're just gonna give them $3 million, and we're just basically paying for this cash flow for the rest of it for the next 10, 20 years.
It's literally just they're in a intellectual property business.
It's just like real estate.
Yeah,
it's just can't touch it.
Intellectual property.
Right.
It's property. It's your property. It's your choice to sell it or not.
And it's earning licensing money, basically.
Yeah.
That's rent.
Like I was explaining to Dylan that I own all my rights. I own everything.
Right.
And whoever's got a say in whatever I've got going on, they've got a license. They're tenants. It's like real estate. They're just tenants.
Right.
They can't even go around like letting their nuts drag because they don't own the shit. I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's important for people to learn how to just own. You gotta own your shit, bro, because that's really where the money's at.
If you have the business mentality, if you don't, you might not be.
Yeah, but even if you don't, even if I give you my flipping copyright to control for about 15 years, and you give me 10%, and that's a bad deal, right? It's bad.
Yeah.
But at the end, I still own that shit. It's better than you. Do you know what I mean?
Buying it out, right?
Yeah, like you have to own your stuff.
So you don't see any benefit signing a publishing deal anywhere?
It depends. Remember, no deal's a bad deal. It's what you negotiate.
But at the end of the day, like we just discussed, it's just like somebody's buying your property. So
Yeah, but it depends what's the plan of action, what's in the terms. Yeah? Because I might not sell you my publishing. I might just give you a license to control the copyright for X amount of years.
For X amount of percent.
So you might come to me with $5 million to own my publishing, right? And I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to give you way less percentage. I don't want 5 million. Give me 250 grand. And we'll do the deal. And you ain't going to own my shit. You ain't going to turn it down because I work the deal around. I work the deal different.
And you're going to recoup.
Do it again. Say that again.
Basically, it's all in what you negotiate.
Right. Use it as a house, because when you use the house analogy, it makes sense to me.
Right. It's like, for example, someone's coming saying that they want to buy your house.
Right.
You'd be like, I'm not for 5 million, right?
Yeah.
You'd be like, no, like, I'm not selling you my house. No, but I really want to live there. I really want to live in this house. I love this house. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, you're not buying my house. I tell you what you can do. You can do what's called a leasehold, which they do a lot in apartments because no one owns a freehold in apartments. No one owns the land it's sitting on, right? Yeah. You could do a leasehold off me for about 12 years, 15 years, but I'm going to need 250. But you can't own my house.
And how much percent are they taking? How much are you taking?
That's all negotiable.
But okay, so give us a ballpark.
Yeah, I would be like, all right, cool. Like, you can have the leasehold, but I'm giving you 30%.
So they're going to collect.
So you get 30% on the revenue. So you're free. As part of your leasehold, you're free to sublet the property to whoever else you want to sublet the property to.
Right.
Which is obviously them controlling the copyright, and they can do whatever they do, the licensing to whoever else in that time
Syncs
period.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, in that time period, which is the sublet, right? But after that, you have to run it all back.
Renegotiate.
So at the end of the day, your job would just be, if you know your music's gonna make a certain amount of money,
right?
You need to get the company down to a percentage to where you know you're gonna recoup that, and you know that it's not gonna be a situation where you're just letting them eat up all your money.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of big advances anyway. Nothing's more annoying than seeing your shit doing numbers and you're not making no money off it because you took the money in advance.
Right. Mm-hmm. So let me break this down. So someone's like, I'll give you 500 million. I'm going to own this. No, I'm sorry, 5 million. I'm going to own this song. You're never going to see a royalty check in your life for that song because you don't own it no more. You're selling it. Like, yo, you collect all the royalties.
No, don't get me wrong. You see royalties.
No. I'm saying if you were to sell the copyright.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see no royalties. You would still have your publishing, which is different. Well, it all depends on what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the publishing pot right now?
Yeah.
So we're talking about the publishing pot. So you're still going to get your royalties on the record side if you own
the points on the master.
Yeah, or if you own the master or whatever you leverage with the record label, right?
Right.
So someone's like, yo, I want to buy the publishing for that song. I'll give you 5 million. You're like, no, let's do it like this. Just give me $250,000 and you own 30% of that for 12 years.
Yeah.
I'm still getting 70% of my royalties every quarter. Every time they cut a check, I'm getting 70%.
Yeah.
And they're taking the 30%. So that's how they're earning that $250,000.
And you took the advance.
Yeah.
Now
why?
You take that advance and invest into your image and invest into.
But why?
You know
whatever you want.
Why would
Lifestyle.
you want to give up the 30% for $250K?
For the
That's what I'm
boost.
trying to figure out.
For the little boost.
If you don't need let's say I'm in a position where I don't need $250,000, I'm good. Why would I give up the 30% unless I'm going to use it to go do something else?
Well, a lot of the times that's the problem, you see, because these kids ain't got nothing to do with the money besides buy chains and fuck hoes. So it's a bit like...
Right, but if you're past that, let's say you're past
Most
all that.
people aren't, though. Most people are like, yo, bro, I
yeah.
got $10 in my bank account. You mean to tell me you're going to wire me $250?
Exactly.
If I sign this piece of paper,
A lot of
I can go live my
Yeah.
dreams.
A lot of young producers, they're at home, bro. They want to leave home. And they got an opportunity to leave home.
But they can leave home when the cash flow comes in. Like when they get that money,
that's
it may
not
not
the
be
goal, though.
$250,000, but
Yeah.
maybe it's like $10,000 a month. Or
Unfortunately,
You know?
you're thinking a bit more 1%ish.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I don't know, bro. That just don't make sense
The
to
normal
me.
producer.
And that's why we're trying to elevate the community.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
the
We're dropping
yeah.
this knowledge on them.
Y'all
The
be
long-
careful
the
of these
long game-
advances, bro.
The long
There's some
game is
BS.
everything. I think that's what me and Dylan was talking about. People underestimate the long game. Like Bill Gates said, people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, underestimate what they can do in 10.
That's big.
I'm at a point now in my career where I've got long game benefits.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I could see that shit, like, okay, I made a lot of mistakes in my career, but what I did do right benefited me so much now.
Yeah.
And that's what these kids don't think about 15 years down the line.
Yeah,
You know what I
let's
mean,
give-
my first hit record was 12 years ago. I'm good off that.
I was gonna say, let's give him a little background. You know,
saying.
your hit record came out in 07.
Yeah.
Didn't hit Spotify and Apple Music until 2016.
No, 2017, so.
2017.
10
Yeah, 2017, yeah.
So 10 years later, the song is still big enough. He puts it on Spotify, Apple
Yeah.
Music. He's got over 26 million plays just since 2017.
Right.
Owns the rights. And he has other projects and stuff. So it's
Right.
like cash flow.
Yeah.
Now imagine if you would have gave it up way back then. How sick you would be seeing. Oh my gosh.
Here's the thing, though. It could have happened.
Mm.
If there's anything, listen, I made a lot of mistakes in my career, right? A lot. I've lost a lot of money, right? For my mistakes. That's one thing I did by accident. That's worked out for me.
Damn, you accidentally kept ownership.
That's shit.
That's the greatest.
Yeah, because,
accident.
they could have put anything in that fucking paperwork. I would have signed that shit.
Damn. No, you didn't really have a lawyer and stuff like that?
He was the lawyer that the management had.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I remember you said that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I didn't know any better. But the thing they did do, I'll talk about my deal, talking about a few terms of the deal. The record label had a 7-year license, which is 7-year control over the copyright. And obviously, the master was retained. So that was great because after 7 years, the track comes back to whoever's got the master
Full
copyright.
ownership.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I went back and just renegotiated, really. A fucking amazing deal. You know what I'm saying? But, and they have to come see me again in a couple years. And we have to renegotiate again. So I don't mind them distributing my music and that. It's cool. I have no problem in doing that. So, yeah, like, if the long game is much more viable than the short game. It depends who you are. There's a lot of people that are flushings in the pan. So
Oh, what?
they just kind of come and leave.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
One hit wonders.
Yeah.
Day gone tomorrow.
Yeah. But you can have one hit and live forever, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Old Town Road.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's the only hit they'll have, but they could live forever off that.
yeah. I mean, he's
Yeah.
not the first neither. You got Sir Mix-a-Lot and all. You know what I mean? People like that. He made a tune in 1992, but he probably makes millions every year till this day.